Hello everyone, and welcome to this special episode of the Road to GT Academy. As you can see, there are a few new additions to this video. First off, I'm just going to sit down in the seat, so apologies if this makes a slight bit of noise. There we go. So essentially, what I've done, because I know people have been asking for this for a long while, is I've set up 2 webcams. Basically, for my setup, we've got the wheel, as you can see there. It's gone a bit blurry. There we go. It's the wheel. You'll notice this as well. I've put this on just because it's a nice reference point for the eyes. You can know when it's straight as well yourselves. Unfortunately, it has to go on an angle because it can't go straight above me, because all you'll get is my head. So we've got this angle. You can still see how I'm turning the wheel, how I'm reacting with the car. And we also have a foot cam, as you can see here. I'll just press the clutch down, just so it doesn't affect the game. As you can see there, we've got the foot cam. Press the brake, it does that. Not sure whether it does that. Nope. We've also got the accelerator. So what I thought I'd do is just give you a couple laps of Autumn Ring. You'll notice I'm commentating as well while the video is going, which is another feature I wanted to show. And I'll just go through a few things of what I can do with this really. One thing to mention is if you've got any ideas or you want to see something specifically, do let me know and I'll see what I can do. So I'm going to do a few laps. This is in a Sylvia RM. It's basically the GT PWS time trial. I've changed the setup just slightly as we accelerate through here now. So I've changed the setup just slightly from what I did on the time trial. This was for the race, and what I did was it just made it more stable for the race, you see. So I might not get the same time or similar times. It'll be pretty close though, because I've got pretty fast times in the race. So as you can see, I can talk about braking in the video, I can talk about acceleration, you can see my throttle input, you can see how my steering's like working. With this yellow marker as well, you know, they have these in race cars. It's just a very good reference point and it helps you guys see where the wheel's moving at the time. As you can see there, bit of oversteer, just counted that. And then we're just going to accelerate through. So I can do things like this, I can talk over, I can talk about what I'm doing, slightly over rev the engine there. In real life that had blown up, but luckily it's a game and we get a bit of second chance, which is quite nice. But yeah, I can talk about different reactions and how the car's reacting and why I'm doing certain things. So for example, on this lap I can talk as I drive. So, you know, I'm coming down the straights, I know there's going to be a dint to the right and the car's going to understeer slightly, so I want the best angle possible. I'm going to go through, going to let off slightly, and I'm going to go brake into the sharp left. Now I want to get a 70 mph apex. Didn't do it there because I'm talking, but that's what I'm aiming for when I hit that corner. I want to stay really tight. I want to use the inside curb, making sure the car's central over the curb, that way the weight isn't transferred fully onto one side. And then I want to go in to come out to come in again for this. Don't run too wide, and as we do there. Then accelerate through, mind the back end of the car because it does do oversteer a bit, and then we're going to turn into the corner. I'm going to exit and brake as soon as we hit the curb in. I want to get really on the inside, let off a bit too much there, but on the inside there's curbing. Here you want a bit of oversteer just to get you around that sharp left. Do watch out though, too much oversteer will cause you to slide and countersteer and lose your time. Going to these, this is just all about rhythm. So what we're going to do is going to centre the car over the curbs. Didn't do it there, did it there. I want to keep the car central, that way the weight's not transferring as much. And then we're going to keep accelerating round. And then we're going to come into the last corner, stay really tight. We want an early acceleration and just accelerate through. Watch out for any oversteer. As you saw there, I had to react slightly because I felt the car beginning to oversteer. And then I'm going to cross the line. 118, not the best lap, but you can see what I'm doing. So it's stuff like that there where I can go through a quick guide a lot better with you, and things like that in different videos. And this is the sort of thing I want to go into really. Just helps even more. You can see steering inputs, because I know that was a problem in the last GT Academy. And things like that, you know. If you can see steering inputs, it can help a lot more, because it's alright saying you can brake here and accelerate there, but without the inputs, you're not really going to know, are you? So we're just going to come around, just going to finish this lap. As you can see, we're ahead of the Ghost, so at this point, normally in a time trial, this is where you start getting a bit more nervous about your lap. I'm not too worried, because I'm nowhere near my fastest lap yet. But it's still a very good lap, this, looking at this. We've got 49.5 at this split, which is quite amazing, actually, to say I'm talking at the same time. Ran a bit wide there. That last split, the fastest was a 49.1, I believe. So, you know, we're still off the #1 time, but we're still coming around. Just getting a good flow there. No need to use the brakes. We're going to come in, get a really sharp turn, and get on that throttle early. Even if it's 3/4, we can get a good acceleration out. And then we're going to start this, cross the start-finish line. And we get a 17.0. Not bad, really, while talking. So it's stuff like that I can do. Whoa. Just caught that. So things like that I can do, and other things really, where we could go through a lap, go through a track, go through a car setup, talk about it and things like that. I can do that in a live stream as well. It's a bit less quality, but you still get the idea. If you're wondering about Tidgney TV, it's just something to identify my channel now with the new YouTube. So if you do wonder about that, I figured it was quite a good thing, you know, Tidgney TV. But yeah, if you see my videos, that'll probably end up being on there somewhere. It's just to reference my channel. So that's basically the live recording. I'm going to show you my setup now with my mobile, which I'll add to the end of this. So thank you very much. So as mentioned, this is just my setup really. Sorry about the mess, I'm still tidying. So you got my racing seat here. This is an R seat. We've got the G27 gear stick and the associated buttons. And then obviously the pedals. If you're wondering about the cameras, I've had to put the first webcam on my chair for my computer, so it points that way. And you're probably wondering where the second one is, because the telly's where the second one is. But if we look behind, now I'm hopefully going to be able to see this. Can't climb over just, but it's down there. There you go, you can just see that down there. So it's facing right down, so you can see that. This is essentially my headquarters, as you would say, but yeah, this is basically where I race now. It's got its own TV, my PlayStation. It's just ease of use, and I can watch that for proper telly. But yes, that's my setup, and computer's over there.